the altar, still found a way to enjoy her day.
Sponsored locally by TVFCU.
Look who's here with us this morning, Tish Gailmard with Reflection Writing, and she has brought Ember back in the studio. There's no problem with you bringing her more than once. I know you brought her not too long ago.
Yeah, she's just a remarkable bird.
What is she, Tish?
She's a red-shouldered hawk, and they're very, very common in our area. This is a hawk you're going to see frequently in our area.
It was a good thing that you brought her because is it this weekend that you're doing the banding?
Actually, it's next weekend, but
Okay.
we're going to do bird banding with Dr. David Aborn from UTC. If you've never done this before, it is really cool.
What is it?
He puts up a mist net and you catch songbirds in the mist net, and then you get to study the songbirds, and if it's not banded, he'll put a band on it, which is just a small metal band on their ankle. It doesn't hurt them at all, but identifies them, when he caught them, where he caught them, and then you release the bird again. But it's a really cool way to see songbirds up close, and you're working with Dr. Aborn, who's incredibly knowledgeable.
Is that part of don't we have like an aviary or something over at the River Gorge Trust? Am I connecting the wrong thing?
Yeah, it's different.
Okay.
They do have something over there, but it's different.
Is it a similar idea?
No, it's very different.
Okay. I could go, even though I'm totally clueless on this whole thing, and I will just participate, and he'll tell me what to do.
Yes, and you sit there and watch, and if a bird comes into the mist net, he'll gently get it out, he'll study it, he'll talk to you about it, and then if it's banded or not, he'll band it. And then what's really cool, if you catch one that's banded in the mist net, then you have this history to learn about the bird.
Oh, right.
When he caught it last, how old it might be. It's just a really fascinating way to look at birds.
Okay, so again, the bird comes into the mist net. He's going to be the handler, not me.
Right, he'll be the handler. You're mostly just observing.
Okay.
But it's a close-up encounter. It's just really fun.
We had an experience once at our old house where we had a hummingbird get into this workshop that we had outside, and the hummingbird couldn't get out, and I was too dumb to not realize it would get out on its own. So I used a broom to kind of help get it down. Well, the hummingbird fell to the ground. And I thought, oh no, I've killed it. But I picked it up, and there he was, tiny little thing in my hand, and I brought my daughter out to at least see the iridescent colors.
Right.
And we stroked his little head, and then poof,
he was gone.
He flew away.
Yep.
But I'll never forget what that felt like to hold that bird.
It's incredible. And you don't, like with a hummingbird, they are weighing micrograms. I mean, tiny, tiny weight. So, and gosh, I know one time on the mist net, they caught a pileated woodpecker.
Oh, wow.
How cool would that be?
That's really cool. If you don't know, they were in danger for a long time.
So you just don't know what you're going to catch.
Right.
And it's just a fun day. And Dr. Aborn's really fun, and he's super knowledgeable.
Well, I think the last time Ember was here, she was a bit more frisky than she is today.
Yeah,
she's calm
She's
today.
pretty chill today, yeah. We had to spend the night last night. She's pretty chill.
Now, okay, there's something else you have coming up. The greenhouse is open?
Greenhouse is still open. This is a great time of year to keep planting. Really good time of year to keep planting because these plants don't have to fight the heat to get established. Yeah.
And then think about, as you're gift giving, about giving a membership to to Reflection Writing. It's a great thing too because there's always something different going on. Christy Steele was here the other week from Mangoes. Her husband Randy is a great bluegrass player.
We had so much fun.
And they were heading out to do the Campfire Concert Series.
It was so much fun. That was a great evening, really fun evening. Our fall camp concerts are over, but we'll do it again in the spring. They sell out. They are so popular, and you can camp on the property after the concert.
And I don't mean to suggest that this was ever not a good thing in its own right, but it is so much more than going for a stroll by the creek.
Yep.
I mean, there is just, people are having conferences there, like retreats there. It's very, it's an active place to be.
It's really active. It's unusual to come on the property and there not be something going on. Last night, I did a late night program with some Chattanooga Red Wolves 6 and 7-year-old girls.
Oh, really?
And at the same time we were doing that program, we had a group of like 50 Boy Scouts, and it was 5:30 at night. And the property's humming.
And how exciting is that? Because it's great to see adults come and be a part of the beauty there, but you're able to train and teach a whole generation of young children about the power of nature.
And that's the goal, because then when they get older, hopefully they'll keep that close to their heart, and they'll always know that nature's important, and they'll vote that way too, and really take care of our earth.
Okay, so Ember, a red-shouldered hawk.
Right.
So we do see a lot, when we look up in the sky and you'll see a hawk flying around, is it typically a red-shouldered?
It's most likely going to be a red-shouldered or a red-tailed hawk.
Okay.
Now, we do have other hawks in the area, you just don't see them as frequently. If you've got a hawk flying in your area and it's constantly chattering, it's probably a red-shouldered hawk. One of the field marks is this multi-barred tail. You can see all those stripes on her tail. In the science world, we call those bars. And then her red shoulder, that's her red shoulder right there, but it's actually her elbow. She wasn't named very well. And then if you have binoculars and the bird's in flight, you might be able to see a translucent window bar in her wing. So when her wing's out, you can look for that translucent window bar, and that is your absolute giveaway for a red-shouldered hawk. It's just hard to see.
You told me something that I'm leaving out that y'all are about to have too, and you said bar.
Oh, yeah.
What is the hunt?
The herp hunt.
Herp, what is that?
Herpetological hunt. So you're going to be looking for reptiles and amphibians. So it's really fun. One of our naturalists, Caleb, leads this, and you go out into the woods and you turn over rocks and you turn over boards and logs, and you're looking for any kind of a herp, which could be any reptile or amphibian. It's really fun. And then when you find them, you know, you can study them a little bit and learn what it is and what they do for our environment.
I wonder how many times you hear somebody go, "Woo!" when they flip
Exactly.
something over.
Or I'd be going, oh my gosh, look,
Did I scare you, Ember?
Ember got excited too.
Gosh, when I was a kid, that's what we would do, is flip over rocks and look at the roly-poly.
Yeah, and you get excited about it. That's me. I'm all pumped. I'm so excited to find something. There was a green tree frog in our visitor center this morning. And
I love those little
that
guys.
came out across some messaging that we do with the staff. It's like, look, we have a visitor this morning.
Okay, when that happens, do you just leave it alone?
Yeah, we leave him alone. If he's inside a building, if the doors are open, we'll leave him alone. If the doors are closed, we might help him get outside where he needs to be.
I have to go, but with the hawk, eyesight insane?
Unbelievable eyesight. Y'all, this bird can see her prey from a mile away.
A mile?
A mile. That would be like us being able to see a rabbit from 17 football fields away. Kind of blows your mind.
Yeah, I can't quite even imagine
Yeah,
that.
you can't get your head around it.
All right, well, think about going out there and having some fun. There are all different types of things for you to consider doing at Reflection Writing. The website there, reflectionwriting.org. And even though Tish talked about membership, you don't have to be a member to go.
Correct.
And there's no entrance fee to go.
Correct.
If you want to give some money while you're there, they'll happily take it, but they'll be more than happy just to see you as you are.
Ashley's Black Friday event is going on now, and everything is on sale. Hot buys up to 75% off, starting at just $99.
But don't